So, Steve, so you left, you were at Stillman.
Mm-hmm.
And you say that's what started your comedic journey.
Right.
So tell me the actual first time where you actually performed comedy.
I did it at a statewide step show. Now, you know it's hard to do comedy at a statewide step show.
Man.
And you know, I'm going to tell you what's crazy. And Angela, I'm going to knock on wood and every damn thing else. Listen, as a comic, I've never been booed.
Really?
Never in my career. God has been shining on me. I've never been booed. Now, I've never been booed because I'm smart. Okay, at the statewide step show, which I know I shouldn't have been doing comedy. It was I remember I opened up for TLC in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Now the state, I'm sure you heard about the statewide step shows.
Mm-hmm.
Step teams from all over the nation come.
Sure.
It'd be packed, and it used to be at the University of Alabama. I was hosting. They brought me up, and Michael Jackson's. That was the time Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire.
Mm.
I did that one joke. I said something about Michael Jackson, and I remember I had a lighter and a spray can, and I said something, and I lit the fire with the spray can, and people went crazy,
right.
And they lost it, and then as soon as it died down, I was like, all right, I'm out. Because I ain't had no joke. Right. I was like, I'm not going to get booed. So that was it, man. And then it's like, okay, that gave me a little confidence, but I knew that I had to write some damn jokes. You know what I'm saying? So as time went on, I started writing, being on stage. Ricky would take me places. And, I met Don, D.C. Curry, a whole lot of other comics, man. They would let me do guest spots. I would come over here, at the old Uptown, jump on stage, man, and just really just work at it. And, hey, here I am today, still bombing.
So that was your first time actually performing comedy?
First time.
Okay. That's interesting.
You know what?
So had you pledged at that point?
Huh?
Had you pledged at this point?
No.
Okay.
No. That was afterwards. Man, let me tell you something. I was getting in trouble in college. All that. I tried to go online in college. And finally, after college in 03, the brother that brought me in, his name is Son Wilson. I grew up under them. We lived in the same neighborhood. Okay. All the brothers were Qs. All of them. He was like, brother, you got to see it through. So I kept going, and finally I crossed in 03. But I ran with all the undergrad brothers. But every time something was about to happen, either I'm on social probation, or the bros got kicked out the yard. So it's like, man, I'm still gonna get this. But definitely, man, it's one of the best moves that I ever made, man, because I really, live by the principles of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. A lot of people, say a lot of things, do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, just like, you're a man of Phi Beta Sigma, and you live by those principles. No matter how we trip out and hang out, you know what those principles are, 100%. And you're true to them. So that's just what it is, man. And I love what it's about. And when changing for the world,
So at the point where you did the Michael Jackson joke,
mm-hmm.
or let me rephrase that. At what point did you say, this is what I'm gonna do? This comedy thing.
When them people lost their mind over that damn gimmick, that Michael Jackson gimmick, and I saw them people running and losing their mind, I'm like, I'm the man. I'm gonna do this. And ever since then, I started jumping on stages, win, lose, or draw. Now, I can sit here and tell you the truth that I've never been booed, but I can't lie and say them motherfuckers ain't get quiet on my ass. That's the worst thing in the world. I would rather be booed than them to sit there and get quiet, because you don't know what them people thinking. They could be thinking like, man, I ought to kill this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things. And honestly, as a comic, when the crowd gets quiet, that is like the longest time in the world. And me, when I'm on the road, we all know I kind of go over or whatever. But it's like, if the crowd ever yell, so if the crowd get quiet, I'm like, man, where's that goddamn light? Bring that light. But it's very rare that I've made a crowd go quiet unless I'm setting up a joke and then they're listening. But my style of comedy is like rapid fire. So it's like if you don't get this joke, another one coming at you right now. Bam, 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 bam. That's just my style. So, you know, I when the crowd get quiet, it's like I said, it's either I'm setting up a setup joke, you know, or setting up a premise, and then I'll come with the punchline. But yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. When that crowd get quiet on your ass, you like, man, and everybody get to looking at their phone and like,
or even worse, you hear them talking. You hear
you start trying to talk over them. You try to talk over them, but look, but the mumbling get louder. Right? You were like, hey man, y'all like me? Oh, these niggas don't like me.
Right.